All right, good morning guys. Day 72, right? We've done a very similar workout to this before, so here's what I'm looking at with your AMRAPs. You got 3 5-minute AMRAPs, right? These are the load of your work. You'll work for 5 minutes, you'll rest for 5 minutes, you'll work for 5 minutes, you'll rest for 5 minutes, then you'll work for 5 minutes and be done, right? Now what happens in the beginning of every single one of the AMRAPs, you're gonna buy into that round. So at 3, 2, 1, go, you'll do either 100 double unders or 200 single unders, and then into max rounds of this right here. 6 lateral dumbbell burpees. That's where you jump down the direction of the of the dumbbell and jump sideways over it. And then into 12 front squats, that's holding the dumbbells, right? So you'll do 6 and 12, 6 and 12, 6 and 12 as many times as you can fit into that original 5 minutes. As soon as 5 minutes are done, you're gonna rest for the exact same amount of time that you worked, right? So having the long rest periods in between the works gonna give us time to really bring a lot of intensity to this short little AMRAP, right? So the second round comes through. If you've noticed, I've underlined the 12, the 9, and the 6, because those are the only numbers that change during the workout. And along with that change of numbers is the movement pattern that's associated, right? The first round, the first 5-minute AMRAP, you're looking at 12 front squats. The second 5-minute AMRAP, you're looking at 9 dumbbell thrusters. And the third, we're looking at 6 dumbbell clusters. And if we remember, the cluster is a squat clean thruster. So that's gonna bring the dumbbells from the ground into the clean position and thrust overhead every single time. So this is a fun little workout. You get to blast through 5 minutes, you rest for 5 minutes, blast through 5 minutes. It will tax you. What I'm gonna ask you to do is, really the reason the rests are designed in the same amount of time as work is it gives you an opportunity to really go ham, hard as a every single round, and then you get a whole 5 minutes to rest. So I want you to really bring the intensity, okay? Bring the intensity. Now I'm gonna explain the movements. All right, so for today's WOD, we're gonna cover 3 main movement patterns. So the jump rope, I'm gonna leave off to the side. There's plenty of demonstrations of me doing single unders or double unders or line hops as an option for the jump rope, right? That'll be your buy-in into the 5-minute AMRAPs. Now in the first workout or in the first AMRAP, you're going to do 2 movement patterns, lateral burpees over a dumbbell, right? So if my dumbbell's here, sorry for walking away, I'm gonna lie down in my burpee the same direction the dumbbell's facing. And when I go over it, it's gonna be a 2-foot side hop to get over the dumbbell, right? That's the burpee. Now, front squats for the dumbbell, I'm gonna hold 1 or 2 up top here, work on sitting my hip all the way down nice and low and standing, right? So the first round, it's just the dumbbell front squats. The second round, we're gonna move into dumbbell thrusters. So where that changes, right? I'll have the front squat, I'll hit the full range of motion, and as I stand, I'm gonna press that weight over top of my head, right? Be careful. If you get going into this quickly, it's common to see people pressing forward here, right? If I'm loading my body here, this is putting a lot of stress on my lower back, guys. We wanna load our body here, and be careful to keep this tucked in and tight, right? So thrusters, I think we're all pretty familiar with thrusters. Full squat, full pressing over top of your head. Now the last movement pattern that I'm excited about are the dumbbell clusters, which is a full squat clean into a thruster, right? The front end of the dumbbell has to touch the ground. At the bottom, you pull into a complete squat. And as you stand, we press over our head, right? That would be a squat clean thruster. From the side, we want to be very careful about our back, keeping it tight and strong, dropping into that nice squat, pressing straight over our noggin. Whew, it's going to be great. If you have any questions about the movement patterns, please let me know. Again, the whole purpose of the 5-minute rest period is so the preceding 5-minute work period can be done and kept at a very high level of intensity. So I want you guys to work hard, work super hard. If you're very sore from Monday's workout, which was Murph, how soon we forget today's Wednesday, 2 days ago we did Murph, you can go lighter, but still build the intensity on the movement pattern, right? If you've got to use 1 dumbbell because you only have 1, that's fine. If you want to finagle some way to use a dumbbell and a kettlebell to do these movements, it will work. It will require more work from your brain, but it's not impossible, right? If you got any questions, feel free to text me or let me know. Thanks, guys.